EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Well, we are a week away. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Well, we are a week away from Super Bowl 55 in Tampa, but the very best players in the NFL have made the trip out to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
For the first time, the Pro Bowl has come to Vegas as we are underway from Allegiant Stadium. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They go play action now. Wilson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 39 yards there. A big one. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Ezekiel Elliott of the Cowboys. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 39, Wilson dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. They'll try and run for it. Well, Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And my goodness, this is incomplete. It looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Mahomes now on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this, it's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate it. Touchdown! Jared Cook, 30 yards. And the NFC has taken the early lead. So the NFC with our first touchdown of the game. And, of course, we'll probably see some offense in this one. I don't know, though, that we'll see what we saw in 2013 when the NFC posted 62 points.
You talk about pyrotechnics. That was crazy, even for a Pro Bowl. 62 points. I think you watch your voice in that one, talking about all the touchdowns that were scored.
I would love to see 63 or more, though, I got to tell you. All about offense in this thing.
Pro Bowl offense. Let's go.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The AFC takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for the AFC set to go now. Now, last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
And finding the tight end Hooper. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback. And he put it right where it needed to be.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out. Because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the...
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the NFC. Past the 20. 10. And he will take this back. A fumble return for an NFC touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. Extra point try, good by Gano. And the lead now stands at 13. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now this window is running back out of the backfield. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he's going to bring this one back for an NFC touchdown.
I have to believe that in a Pro Bowl situation, you know, we talk about these defensive backs during the season, that they're educated gamblers. They take the education out of it. They just go for the football here. Hey, try and make a big play, and if you get one, you really look terrific in this game.
And he knocks it through.
score, our home team 20. Visitors.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The AFC takes over 1st and 10. At their own.
The AFC offense set to take their next drive. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And they're going deep for Hill. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
After the interception, here's Wilson. This throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports.
20. Visitors, nothing.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now Wilson rolling to his right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson being chased out left. And he is in. Touchdown NFC. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the NFC able to widen their advantage. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown.
25-yard line. The AFC takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for the AFC set to go now. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. He got out of the pocket there. Was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling. His receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. The AFC offense set to take their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Well, the NFC pressure a little too much as they get home for the sack. And Ndamukong Suh, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes, open man is Hill. He's got it. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 89 yards. And the AFC able to get a bit closer. That's what we want right there, CD. It's a Pro Bowl. Give us some of these long touchdowns.
We want plays that cover a lot of ground. We want long-distance plays, whether long-distance runs, long-distance passes. It doesn't matter. In the Pro Bowl, big plays are what we're all looking for.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead now down to 20. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Breeze to throw again. They'll set up the screen. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The offense for the AFC set to go now. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball to cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
26-yard line.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He's across.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end that went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage.
And, it'll be intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Open man is Kirk, complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on second down. Breeze. Intercept throw complete to Adams. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Thomas the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
It's now second and 10.
Again, it's Breeze. Caught on the right side by Adams. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running...
Breeze lost the football. And that's picked up by the AFC. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The AFC offense set to take their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The AFC going to get the ball first as we are back underway on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson steps away to his left. And that is incomplete here.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
The NFC takes over 1st and 10 at the 30.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the gun, it's Breeze. This is complete to Michael Thomas. Touchdown! Michael Thomas, 37 yards. And the NFC, they take advantage of the interception. They turn it into 6 points. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You as a player, I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The offense for the AFC set to go now. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
7-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, look at that, a diving catch.
Jackson.
Not much there, only a yard.
Tyreek Hill. A gain of a yard. Brings up
throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson buying time to his left. He dumps it down to Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Hill, the intended receiver once again. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
To throw again, Jackson. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
And 10 yards to go.
Jackson will throw again. Forced out to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Ingram. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
1st and 10.
A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
That's another AFC first down.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
And 8 at the 12-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this 3rd quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball a little bit. In any event, as you noted, back-to-back interceptions thrown.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The AFC offense set to take their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
The NFC takes over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? 1st down, and they're in punt formation. And it's taken in at the 9. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the AFC will have it 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The offense for the AFC set to go now. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. They'll buy some time right. They'll try and run it. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
To throw is Jackson to the goal line, but it's incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? On 2nd and goal, Jackson eluding, and he will score. Touchdown AFC from a yard out, and the AFC able to cut into the lead.
Touchdown AFC.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you,
What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
On first down, Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And he will score. Touchdown NFC. Jared Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the NFC adds on to their lead.
For a big tight end.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And his throw is incomplete.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs.
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand you want to rub it in a little. You fake it when he snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the
my
stuff she used to
grandmother did the same. It's
preserve.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The AFC offense set to take their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. You might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Now, this one has been fun so far, as the Pro Bowl usually is. A lot of relaxed faces out there. 2nd and 10. They go play action with Jackson. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And he will score. Touchdown AFC. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the AFC able to get a bit closer. The AFC coming to the line. They'll go for 2 here. Again, Jackson. And he's got it. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer.
Our home team 40. Visitors 21. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Short kick. One of the up mid will take it now. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. But yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They go to Elliott again. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations. There'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
A 1st down carry by Allen. And he is in. Touchdown NFC. Ezekiel Elliott, 40 yards. And the NFC able to capitalize on that fumble recovery and turn it into 6. Gano for the extra point. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Makes the score our home team 47. Visitors 21. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The offense for the AFC set to go now. And it's great to see the stars all out in one place, but in terms of football, what's really great to see is a very entertaining Pro Bowl as we are tied. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he's going to bring this one back for an NFC touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Gano now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score our home team 54.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken just shy of the 10. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The AFC offense set to take their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
That's good.
That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Now Jackson operating from the gun. Now he'll pull it down. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Obviously a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
Dancing to his left. And he will take this in for an AFC touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the AFC able to cut into the lead. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. You know what it says? Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Well, a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. The 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, NFC. Devontae Adams, 75 yards. And the NFC stretching that lead out even a bit further.
Conversion.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Already speed limits out there, and off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The offense for the AFC set to go now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
And now look at him go. 20, 10. Just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. A big play there on the catch and run. 75 yards.
6-yard line.
Here's Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. And he will take this in for an AFC touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the AFC able to get a bit closer. So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his second. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. You see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Breeze now on first down. Got an open man to Tony Jones. And way past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
At the 36-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's the NFC with the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 15 and a first.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
The ball carrier.
The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Breeze is looking to throw. Being chased out left. Now Breeze lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
So that'll back them up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. They're going option play on 3rd down. Pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. This one is going to wind up incomplete. So, Charles, a victory for the NFC. Final thoughts on this Pro Bowl?
We had some fun, didn't we?
Absolutely.
A lot of excitement, some big plays to watch, a lot of those great matchups that we don't get to see during the regular season because sometimes teams don't play against each other. And, oh, by the way,